No matter what sanctions may look like for Russia, those imposed so far have taken its toll on the country. Moscow's central bank cautiously reopened bond trading on the Moscow exchange today. The bank has been closed since February 25th, the day Russian troops entered Ukraine. And for more on the impact on the Russian economy, let's cross to our correspondent Galina Polonskaya in Paris. Thank you for joining us, Galina, and good to see you. So, as the EU is thinking about Russia's oil embargo, what does Russia say, and what would that mean to them?
Hello, Stefan. Well, that would mean a huge, colossal hit for the Russian budget, as analysts say, because it depends a lot on those revenues. So the Kremlin is now talking about the consequences for the rest of the world. That's what Vladimir Putin's spokesman spoke about today when he was asked about any possible oil embargo coming from Europe, and he said that it would hit the energy market, but first of all Europe's energy balance. And today in the parliament we've heard deputy chairman of Russia's government who was talking about a price for a barrel of oil. If something like this would happen, he said that it would cost $500 per barrel, said that Russia is doing everything to diversify its supplies to sell it to other buyers. And he said, quote, oil is not only gas pipeline but also tankers. But things are not that easy, obviously. I spoke today, Stefan, with Mikhail Krutinin. He's a Russian oil and gas expert, and he explained me what would happen and how huge it would be for Russia's budget, how huge hit would be for Russia's economy.
If such an embargo arises and they stop buying Russian oil in Europe, in the European Union, then this will be a colossal blow to the Russian economy. We see that 27% officially goes to the federal budget from oil somewhere, but in reality it is more than 60%, because you have to take into account taxes on profits from oil campaigns and many other taxes. But it is difficult to imagine a complete embargo in Europe for several reasons. Firstly, some European countries, they now cannot do without Russian oil. They simply do not have other sources of it.
Mr. Krutinin also told me that if such an embargo happens, Russia could indeed retaliate and, for example, cut the gas to Germany. We have already heard such warnings coming from the Kremlin. Meanwhile, International Energy Agency reported that oil markets could lose 3 million barrels per day of Russian oil already starting from April because of the sanctions that have already been introduced and the buyers' reluctance, as Mr. Krutinin described this. He said that buyers do not want to buy Russian oil because of the reputational reasons.
Galina, there have been other developments as well, for instance, concerning a Russian court which acknowledged extremist content on Meta. Can you tell us more about this?
Yes, exactly. So Facebook and Instagram, those main platforms of Meta, have been already banned in Russia for several days. But today, Moscow court declared them extremists, and that would mean a total ban, and everything which is posted there or any sign of or a logo on a cafe would mean a link with an extremist organization and any advertisement there as well. So now the lawyers are trying to understand what would that mean, because of course users could use VPN and go on Facebook and Instagram, but lawyers say that it could be really a serious risk if a police finds Facebook or Instagram app on a mobile smartphone of a protester, for example. That would exactly mean a link with an extremist organization. So the Kremlin is really controlling the message right now of what is happening in Ukraine and is using internet differently. Let's say there are already groups in Russian social media which are trying to target those who are stepping out against the war.